This channel sucked. I started this channel a while ago and it ended up kind of being more of a trial and error and learning experience more so than a formal channel to help people grow and learn. And so it didn't meet my expectations. I burned out, I lost motivation, and I stopped altogether. Now, I think that's a good thing. I believe I learned a few things. I refocused and got my motivation back. And that's what this video is all about. It's a restart, a refresh, kicking off a new channel. It's the trailhead for the journey we're about to go on. And so, what is that journey? What are we going to talk about? Leadership and team building. Why? For one, it's a topic that I like. I enjoy it and I'm interested in it, diving deeper, understanding it better, and I want to share that with you guys. I also believe we're seeing a lot of horrible leaders and managers out there right now. You might work with them, but I also think we see them in current events and the news and kind of all over our world right now. And unfortunately, people are pretty good at mimicking what they see. And so I'm not a huge fan of that. That's making me really nervous to see kind of a lot of bad examples out there and knowing that people can start to mimic and pick up the bad habits. So my idea is let's give them better examples and better options to follow along with, to learn from, and so hopefully they mimic better leaders and team builders out there. But leadership and team building is tough. Why? First and foremost, it's people. People are weird, they're strange, they're changing all of the time. So it can be difficult dealing with people. The second reason is we typically look at our leadership problems from this surface level, objects. Something that I call superficial bullshit. And so we try to simplify our leadership skills, but we do it at too high of a level. And then that leads into the third reason why it's tough, and that is that we search for then a magic pill or a silver bullet to solve those objects or high level superficial BS. And magic pills and silver bullets are literally science fiction, emphasis on the fiction. So, what do we do about that? Well, unfortunately for me, I have a background in engineering. And so that comes with a small amount of problem solving skills. And so let's dive deeper into how we can solve this problem. One of the things that we always talk about in problem solving is root cause. And in my experience being 20 plus years of dealing with people from all over the world, all over this country, different companies, suppliers, customers, contractors. I've dealt with different departments and all sorts of different people from all sorts of different backgrounds over that 20 plus years. I've been a project engineer, I've been a product development manager of a department. I've also now run my own business, so I'm dealing with contractors and freelancers. So I have a lot of experience dealing with people. And one of the things that has always helped me is diving down into motivation. So motivation is that keyword that you'll hear a lot on this channel and something that we'll dive into and explore as a root cause to help us solve our leadership and team building problems. I think it's that simple machine that helps us take care of a lot of our leadership issues. We can put in a little bit of effort and get a lot of effort out on the back end when we use motivation. Now, I'll go into a deeper dive on a separate video of motivation, but before we get to that video, I'll have a question for you. What do you think motivation is? When you think about it in the terms of working with other people, with your teams, as a leader, or a manager, or a boss, what are you thinking of when you think of the word motivation? Write that down and bring that to the next video, and we'll see how how they might differ. So, what else? Well, it's a journey. We're going to get started. I'm learning a lot, so we could go off in all sorts of different tangents, but I bet we'll start talking about a lot of the soft skills. We'll probably dive into different psychology topics, particularly in social psychology. And memory is probably going to be another topic that we'll work with. Now, as I mentioned, I'm learning a lot. That's part of this journey. That's part of what gets me excited. That's part of why I took this journey in the first place. So I'm not perfect. I may get things wrong. I may have the wrong definitions, the wrong understandings. I could misinterpret some things incorrectly. That's where you guys come in. If you are watching a video and something just doesn't seem right, ask a question, add a comment. Maybe you understood something a little bit differently than I did. Add that and its reference to the comments below. Let's build a community that helps each other. I'm not looking for validation. As I said, I could be wrong on a lot of things. What I'm looking for is the truth, honesty, and accuracy. So let's help each other do that. So again, if I get something wrong or something just didn't seem right, or if you have more experience in an area than I do, and I'm sharing that information maybe for myself for the first time, let me know. Add your resources, add where you got that information from, and let's build. I have no problem correcting things. I have no problem adding corrections into the notes or even taking down a video and starting over if I get it completely wrong. So I want to ask you guys for that help as well. If you guys come along, subscribe, follow along. This is your formal invitation to start this journey down leadership and team building through motivation. All right, until next time.